I prayed and I asked God to guide me, help me. If this book is true, tell me the truth, and whatever the truth is, I will take it to the church, and I'll tell the church, just tell me what the truth is, because something's wrong. I'm not getting any sleep. These dreams are haunting me, and these Muslims are haunting me too. They won't leave me alone with this Quran. And I read it, and I finished it. I lost 42 pounds. And my husband went into shock. What's happening to my wife? I'm losing my wife. She's depressed. She's not talking. I locked myself into another room because now I am finding that Muhammad, who I have been denying, Muhammad is really the messenger of God. And I wanted to know, how am I going to undo this mess? 30 years to tell you, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I thought it was true. I prayed for guidance. I said, help me to help others. I am not proud. I love you, God. I don't want to die. And I don't want my members to die. If Muhammad is the messenger of God, prove it to me in the Bible. Show me. He could not have come to earth and you didn't know about it. Islam could never be as big as it is and you don't know about it. Where in the Bible is this man they call Muhammad, peace be upon him? Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to help. It was just so shocking. It's shocking. I went back to the store. And when I walked into the store and Brother Isa saw me, he said, MashaAllah, sister, what happened to you? Look at you. I was all hijabbed off. I didn't want nothing to be showing. In the church, we're not conscious of how we look at all. We just come as we are and just do it, man. It's just all the rules are abandoned. I knew as a Jewish kid that you couldn't eat pork and you couldn't drink and you couldn't smoke and you couldn't eat fish without scale, but that was not enough. A diet doesn't save you. The truth does. Jesus spoke about Muhammad, peace be upon him. Salawat, please. I started to drag the Bible with a fine-tooth comb, and when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guided me, He said, you need to trace the lineage of Ishmael, and you will find Muhammad in the Bible. They taught us in the college that Ishmael was never married to Abraham, so the child was illegitimate. So as a result, none of the Christians believe in anything that came from Ishmael, and that's why they deny Muhammad, and that's why they deny the Quran, because they don't realize that Hagar was married to Abraham. I found it in the Bible, the very wedding in the Bible of Hagar to Abraham. Then I found the 12 princes that would spring from Kedar and rise from Quraysh. Then I found a message coming from the Arabian Peninsula around the Mount of Paran in Deuteronomy 33. The unity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Deuteronomy 6 and 4, where Moses blew from Sinai and said, Hear, O Israel, there is no God but God. Where Jesus came out from Mount Seir of Deuteronomy 33 and verse 6, and he said, Hashima Israel Adonai Elohim El Shad. Hear, O Israel, there is no God but God. So why are we content that La ilaha illallah? because we didn't find Muhammad, peace be upon him, he's there. They said to me, what are you going to do? I said, I have to go back and change it. I have to go back to the church after my research, because I'm determined to find Rasulullah. I found the very description of him and his message and his ministry, his personality, where he came from, his art, his method of fighting, right there in Isaiah. I found the battle of Badr and the exile of Muhammad, peace be upon him, from Mecca into the desert, how they drove him out. All I needed was the names. I didn't know the names, I'm just dragging the research. And I went to my church after I did my shahada at my house in the best Arabic I had. And then I went to the Zainab Mosque and reaffirmed my shahada. And then I prayed for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to save my house, because the Quran said anything I ask in sajda, He will do it. So I said, the first thing I want is for you to save that knucklehead. I was not in the mood for opposition. I was not in the mood for explanation. I believed. Thank you so much. I believed so much to my heart. The depression would not go away. I was eating very little. I stayed away from the store. They thought they'd lost me. They did not lose me. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts to bring you the guidance, it's a time to lock away, fast and pray real hard. And I went to my church and I told them what had happened, and I said, you can leave me if you want to, but I'm asking you to give me 1 year to prove my point, that there is only one God and that Muhammad is the messenger of God. I didn't need to prove to them I was a good preacher, teacher. I've been doing that all my life.